Good afternoon, everybody, and once again, welcome back to the channel. In this particular video, I would love to talk about exporting petabytes without any guesswork, learning the volume based rolling window for immutable dataset. Now, what do I mean by that, right? So, I want to explain you a very simple use case. And again, over here, what we are talking about is a generic concept or technique, right? Not referring to any particular vendor here, right? So in this video, I want to talk about, okay, if you have a massive petabyte or terabytes of data in one single table, which is, let's say, partitioned by date, some sort of date, order ID, or any kind of date in general. And let's say you were to export that particular data out, right? You want to do the migration, you want to bring the data outside. How do you even approach that? So in this video, I would love to talk about that particular problem. So now, one naive approach, you will think, Saumil, you know what? I will basically say, hey, if I have, let's say, last 20 years of data, I will say, hey, you know what? Let me, the first naive approach would be, hey, you know what? I'll just try to bring everything in one go. It may or may not work again, because the data in itself in general is too huge or too large, right? So then the next thing is, okay, now I need to divide this, which means, okay, I cannot approach bringing the entire data set. Let me see how I can divide the data set and bring that in parts, right? So then the next natural idea would be, hey, you know what? Okay, I have this entire table which is partitioned by date. I know that. What if I bring data by year? So I'll basically say, hey, for year 2020 to 2025, I'll get the data one batch, then I'll slide my window and I keep doing that. Absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with this technique. However, there's one small issue with this approach, meaning, so let me actually read this. So this is really interesting, and then I'll show you a small use case. When exporting large data set from a cloud data warehouse, the natural instinct is to slice by calendar time. That is one copy into command per month or year, and then basically have that output folder per slice. The problem with the calendar partition is that they are blind to the data density. A platform that grew 10x over 3 years produces vastly different row count per time slice. 1 month might be 200 GB, another might be 900 GB. So you are slicing by time and accepting whatever volume falls out. I repeat, this line is super important. You are slicing by time and accepting whatever volume falls out. So the problem is, if you slice by time, one partition might yield like 200 GB, another might give you like 900 GB. How do you, so because based on that your data export, there are downstream application which will need to read and write into some lake house or whatever, right? So the problem is, okay, you cannot do by time, right? Basically meaning that the data density is not known there, right? So what's a better alternative here? And that is where I wanted to, again, I'm walking you through the entire process now. That's where the volume driven approach comes into place. So let me explain you the gist of the idea. So instead of worrying about, okay, year and stuff, you basically control the volume. Your focus is, hey, so you benchmark and say, hey, for a given run, how much terabytes or petabytes of data I want to move in one single one, right? As an example here, let's say, as an example, I'm saying, hey, I would like to move 2 terabytes of data. Now that too, so you basically, query your metadata and say, hey, you keep buffering the months or the date. You can query of course, the metadata for that. And then you can say, hey, you know what, up to April, that's basically like, let's say 2 terabyte. So I can stop my window here. So basically your window will adjust automatically on the date, and you are focusing on the volume now. So hope the concept made sense. And now let me again show you a small demo with that. And again, just a disclaimer, right? This is a technique, right? I'm not referring to any like vendors here in general. You can apply this to Redshift or any cloud data warehouse, right? So as an example, of course, this is my personal account and I want to just show you that. So here is a simple stored procedure that I have. Again, I wrote that, again, volume based knob that I talked about. And then I'm going to show you this approach on a sample particular table. Again, there's a table called TPCH orders. This is about 50 gigabytes of data. And here you can see, you can specify the column. For example, the partition column. Here you can say, hey, you know what, I want to do it on the date. And then you're saying that, hey, I want to bring 8 GB of data, meaning every single slice, I want to maximum go up to 8 GB. Now, when you were to execute this query, right, and again, can be any cloud data warehouse. I'm just taking this as an example to teach you, okay? So, all right, so okay, can I expand this a little bit to show you? Yeah, so if you see here, right, dynamically it built out the copy into command, so which means the data will be exported. And then you have the estimated GB. And then here you can see window start and window end, right? And now you have bunch of copy commands, right? So your windows are now naturally adjusting to the volume. So let's say your Spark cluster can, let's say, process about, I don't know, 20 GB, right? It can, okay, so you can adjust that. And now automatically your window size will adjust to 20 GB. So if I were to go here, you will see again, of course, maybe just two commands here, right? Because the total data set is about 40 GB. So what you see here is dynamically you're adjusting the window size over here. So that is the concept that I wanted to, of course, teach you. This can be applied to any cloud data warehouse. I'm not referring to any vendors here. But again, absolutely what our focus here is on the concept, learning this concept, right? So if you have massive data to move out, you can use a volume-based rolling window approach. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you found value. My blog is there. I hope the explanation made sense. And if you have any further questions, you can definitely comment on the blog or on the YouTube video that I have. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.